So now you're here again.
안녕하세요. 보보의 노트의 보보입니다. 오늘 준비한 영상은 영어뉴스를 영어로만 듣고 그대로 이해하기입니다. 제가 항상 드는 생각은 영어 공부할 때 영어는 영어로 듣고 영어로 이해한다고 생각을 하고 티칭을 하고 있거든요. 영어 뉴스로 공부하고 싶으신 분들이 많으실 텐데 이렇게 찾아보면 한글로 해석해주는 것들이 많더라고요. 근데 그건 제 스타일은 아니고 그래서 제 스타일대로 영어로만 설명해 드리려고 해요. 할 수 있어요. 유치원생들도 하는 거예요. 자, 그러면 제가 진행을 할 때 어떤 방식으로 진행을 할 건지 룰을 가르쳐 드릴게요. Rule number 1은 제가 하는 모든 발화의 99% 이상이 영어일 거라는 얘기예요. 이거는 정말 어린 친구들이 영어를 배울 때 배우는 방식이기도 하거든요. 주변의 모든 것들, 배워야 할 모든 것들을 영어로 이해하는 거예요. 저도 그 방법을 채택해서 영어로 뉴스를 가르쳐 드릴 거예요. 두 번째, 그냥 어려우시면 여기는 미국이다 혹은 여기는 영어 유치원이다 라고 생각하고 좀 편하게 마음을 가지고 들어보세요. 할 수 있어요. 이렇게 영어로 듣고 이해하는 거 유치원생들도 하는 거예요. 자, 그럼 본격적으로 시작해 볼까요? 오늘 소개해드릴 뉴스는 최근에 전 세계적으로 유행을 하고 있는 전 세계적 대유행이라고 선언이 되어진 COVID-19에 관한 거고 이 전체 기사는 어떻게 그 바이러스를 slow down 할 것인가에 관한 내용이에요. 그리고 하나 더 중간에 Flatten the Curve-라는 얘기가 나오는데 그 얘기는 꽤 중요한 얘기니까 꼭 기억해 두셨으면 좋겠어요. 자, 그럼 시작하겠습니다. Let's get started. Why it's important to slow the coronavirus. So this is the title of the article that we're going to read today. Why it's important to slow the coronavirus. I'll just put one more word over here. Slow down the coronavirus. Why is it important to slow down the coronavirus? So it means that it's very important to slow down the coronavirus, right? Am I too fast? I'll just slow down a little bit. Okay, there are 12 paragraphs, 문단, right here. On the first page, I'll just read it so that you can understand it. And I want you to check how much you can understand about this article and about this paragraph. Okay, let me go. Around the world, governments are limiting travel, canceling public events, and closing schools, hoping to slow the spread of COVID-19, the new coronavirus. Though extreme steps like these may seem scary, the goal is to keep people safe. Do you understand? Let's see. First paragraph. All around the world, like China, Korea, Italy, Iran, governments like Blue House, 청와대, or White House, America, like governments are limiting travel, canceling public events. Public means all people share something together. Like public events could be a concert, or public events could be a marathon, race kind of thing. And governments are closing schools too, hoping to slow the spread of COVID-19, the new coronavirus. Governments are doing this and doing this and doing this because they want to slow the spread of COVID-19, the new coronavirus. There's a comma after COVID-19. The comma means the same thing, right? COVID-19 and the new coronavirus is the same thing. Though extreme steps like these may seem scary, the goal is to keep people safe. Though means although, even though. Extreme. I know that these steps are very extreme, very severe, very hard. Like these, like limiting travel, canceling public events, and closing schools. These may seem very scary. The goal, the objective, what the government is trying to achieve is to keep its people safe. Second paragraph. COVID-19 is a serious disease, but for most people, the effects may not be a lot worse than a common cold. Still, like the flu and other illnesses, COVID-19 can cause serious illness and even death. That may be especially true for older people or people who are already sick. So let me rephrase it. COVID-19 is a serious, very, very bad disease. Disease means sickness. But for most people, like you and me, the effects, what COVID-19 brings us, may not be a lot worse than a common cold. Like this, like a common cold and COVID-19 would be very similar, very alike. It will not be worse than a common cold for most people, like you and me. Still, this still means but like the flu and other illnesses, COVID-19 can cause, means make, but like the flu and other illnesses, COVID-19 can make or bring serious illness and even death. That may be especially true for older people or people who are already sick, not you and me. Third paragraph is pretty short, right? What makes COVID-19 a special challenge is the fact that it's so new. Doctors and scientists are still learning about it and don't yet have tools to fight it. What makes COVID-19 a special challenge? Challenge means, you remember 무한도전, right? Challenge is 도전, some kind of problem or trouble. So what makes COVID-19 a special problem? So people think that this is very, very special problem. Yeah, special problem, special challenge. What makes COVID-19 a special challenge is the fact that it's so new. So when you say new, I want you to remember novel too, the new word novel. When you see CNN or when you see like BBC, you're going to see a lot of novel coronavirus, novel coronavirus, novel coronavirus, novel virus. This novel means new. Novel means novelty. Novel means something very, very new and special. Doctors and scientists are still learning about it and don't yet have tools to fight it. Because it's so new, even doctors and scientists, like medical experts, you can call doctors and scientists and nurses, you can call them medical experts, 전문가들. Like doctors and scientists are still learning about it and not yet have tools to fight it, like medicine or prevention. Fourth paragraph. Since the virus is new to human bodies, no one is immune. That means it can pass easily from one person to another, and there is not much to stop it from spreading quickly. Let me paraphrase that. Because the virus is new to human bodies, it's so new to everybody, no one is immune. Immune means free from something, protected from something. In this case, immune means free from the virus or protected from the virus. Since means because the virus is new to human bodies, all human bodies. No one is immune. Have you ever heard of like immune system? Immune system means 면역체계. So no one is immune means no one is free from the virus. No one is protected from the virus. That means the virus can pass easily from one person to another, and there's not much things to stop it from spreading quickly. So people don't have anything to do with that. People can just watch it spreading. Fifth paragraph. So governments and health experts around the world are trying to create ways of slowing down the spread of the virus. One of the best ways to do that is to create gaps between people so that the virus doesn't have so many places to go. Now, do you understand this part? Like social distancing? Okay, let me rephrase it again. So since the virus is very new and the medical experts like doctors and scientists don't have any tools to fight it, so the governments and health experts like doctors and nurses and scientists around the world are trying to make ways of slowing down the spread of the virus. the only way that we can use right now is to slow down the spread of the virus because we don't have medicine yet. One of the best ways to do that is to make gaps, space between people. You know what this means, right? Social distancing. 사회적인 거리두기. So that the virus doesn't have so many places to go. You keep it. If you really have the virus, you keep it. Don't share it. Sixth paragraph. This is basically what China's government did to slow the rate of infection by locking down the cities that were most affected by the virus and limiting travel in other parts of the country. China was able to create gaps that slowed the spread of the disease. Okay, sixth paragraph. This is basically what China's government did to slow the rate of infection. Infection means getting a bad virus in your body. So if you are infected is a verb form, 동사, and infection is a noun, 명사. If you're infected by the virus, that means you have the virus. By locking down the cities that were most affected by the virus, like this city is Wuhan area, right? And by limiting travel in other parts of the country, China was able to create gaps. Be able to is can, like China can do it, but you know, the was is the past tense, so China could create gaps that slow the spread of the disease. Seventh paragraph. Many people around the world may wind up getting the coronavirus sooner or later, just like many people catch colds. But not everybody has to catch it all at once. And there are some very good reasons for wanting to slow down the spread of the virus. Let me rephrase that. Many people around the world may wind up getting the coronavirus sooner or later. Wind up means you don't want to, but you might. This wind up means I know you don't want to get the virus, but you might. You may get a virus. You may get a virus. Many people around the world may get the coronavirus sooner or later. Sooner or later means it's not now, but at some point, like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, or in 3 days or 4 days, sooner or later. You might get it. Just like many people catch colds. Like think about getting a cold. Everybody gets a cold in winter, right? So it would not be a special thing to get a coronavirus. Maybe it's as common as a cold. But not everybody has to catch it all at once. This is the problem. If everybody catches it all at once, like Italy or Korea, it will cause a big problem. And there are some very good reasons for wanting to slow down the spread of the virus. Governments and health experts want to slow down the coronavirus, and you're going to see those good reasons in the next paragraph. Am I too fast? Eighth paragraph. I'll just slow down a little bit more here. For one thing, if everyone gets sick at the same time, hospitals could fill up. In fact, in that situation, many doctors and nurses might be sick too. So this is one reason why people try to get it slowed down. Okay, let's see. For one thing, if everyone gets sick at the same time, right now, today, hospitals could fill up. You know, this is what happened in Daegu, right? There are a lot of people who tested positive, but they didn't have any hospitals to go and get cured, right? That was the situation in Daegu. In fact, in that situation, many doctors and nurses might be sick too because they will be surrounded by a lot of patients, right? Ninth paragraph, we're almost done. The same is true for medical supplies. Already, some places are struggling because there's a shortage of masks for healthcare workers. In the US, there are still not enough kits to test all the patients who may have COVID-19. Let me rephrase that. The same is true for medical supplies. Medical supplies. Supplies means things that you can hold in your hand, like things, tools. Medical supplies could be masks, it could be hand sanitizers, like those things. Already some places are struggling. They're trying really hard. Already some places are trying really hard. Already some places are struggling because there's a shortage of masks, not enough masks for healthcare workers. Even in Korea too, we always go here and there and here and there to find new masks, right? Because that's because of a shortage of lack of masks, shortage of masks. Short, not enough. In the US, there are still not enough kits to test all the patients who may have COVID-19. Patients means the sick people in a hospital or somebody who has viruses. 10th paragraph. Slowing down the spread of the disease is sometimes called flattening the curve. If everyone gets sick at the same time, the curve looks like a steep mountain. But if the spread of the disease can be slowed, the curve looks like a small hill, and there could be fewer cases overall. Okay, let me rephrase that. Slowing down the spread of the disease is sometimes called flattening the curve. Flatten means make it flat, make something flat. If you press something, if you hit something really hard, you can make it very thin and flat. Like think about 호떡 or 찐빵. If you press it with your hands really hard, you can make it like paper. Not as thin as paper, but anyway, paper, right? What we're talking about is a graph going up and down and up and down. We're talking about the lines like that. If everyone gets sick at the same time, the curve looks like a steep mountain. Think about Himalayan mountain or Everest mountain or Paektusan kind of thing. It's very, very high. So if there are a lot of people get sick at the same time, we're going to make, in the graph, we're going to make that kind of mountain shape. But if the spread of the disease can be slowed down, the curve looks like a small hill, like 앞동산 or 뒷동산. If there are not many people who get sick at the same time, and if one person gets sick today and another person gets sick like 5 days later, like that, the curve looks like a small hill, very, very low hill. And there could be fewer cases overall. I'll show you the graph. Flatten the curve. This is the graph I have talked about. So look at this mountain over here. It looks like Paektusan or Himalayan mountain or Everest mountain, very high, right? So if a lot of people get sick at the same time, that mountain is what we're gonna make. But if there's some time gap between people getting sick, that mountain is the graph that we're gonna make. Look at the number of cases. In the blue one, we had a lot of numbers of cases. But here in the orange one, you have less number. You have fewer number of cases right now, right? That's what health experts and governments are trying to get at right now. 11th paragraph. Flattening the curve could also help make future cases less severe. That's because if the disease takes longer to spread, scientists will have more time to learn about the virus and figure out ways to treat or prevent the disease. What does that mean? Flattening, pressing down the curve could also help make future cases less severe. Severe means very harsh, very horrible, very bad. But if you flatten the curve, if you can flatten the curve, the future cases would be less severe. So it could be better for doctors and nurses to deal with. That's because if the disease takes longer to spread, means it takes a lot of time for it to spread, right? Scientists will have more time to learn about the virus and find out ways to prevent the disease. 12th paragraph. This is the last paragraph in the article. So even though it may sound scary to hear that governments are limiting travel, canceling big public gatherings, or even closing schools, these are all just ways of trying to slow the disease down and help keep people safe. The last paragraph, let me rephrase it for you. So even though Though it may sound scary to hear that governments are limiting travel, canceling big public gatherings, or even closing schools, like these three things, no travel, no concert, or no gathering, no meeting, like no schools, they sound very scary. That's true. But these are all just ways of trying to slow the disease down and help keep people safe. So don't get panicked. This is what scientists and like medical experts are trying to do right now. So don't get panicked. I know you can go to school, I know you can travel, and I know you can meet your friends, but just listen to them. That's for all today. I want you to remember these two words, slow down and flatten the curve. 자, 여기까지가 기사에 대한 영어 설명이었습니다. 얼마나 이해하셨는지 좀 궁금해요. 항상 생각하길 영어를 영어로 배우는 게 맞다고 생각하거든요. 영어를 배울 때 이해가 안 되면 나 영어 그 수준이 안 돼서 라고 하는 게 아니고 그 설명이 너무 어려워서예요. 자기 영어 수준에. 그래서 더 쉬운 말로 바꿔서 영어 설명을 드리면 되거든요. 앞으로 제가 올릴 영어 뉴스에 대한 이런 영상들도 이런 식으로 진행해 볼 예정이에요. 그래서 CNN이나 BBC나 이런 TV 프로그램들 보기 너무 어려우신 분들 혹은 뉴스를 읽는데 이해하기 너무 어려우신 분들은 이렇게 자꾸 제가 다시 쉬운 걸로 얘기하고 이런 것들 들으시면 조금 귀도 더 열리고 이해하는 데도 더 도움이 되지 않을까 생각합니다. 네, 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 그리고 구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.